When today's author turned 60, he stopped to reflect on this journey we call life, and what became clear was truths he came to understand and simple joys that brightened his days. Danny Bader from Conshohocken is joining us for an author spotlight. His book, 60 for 60, Simple Truths and Joys of Life, is available now, and he is sharing more about that this morning. So tell us how the book began. Something about a social media post?
Yes. You know, when I turned 60, Amy, I thought, I've always thought there's a hell of a difference between just living and being fully alive. And I thought, well, what are some of those things that make us fully alive? You know, both truths and joy. So I posted on social media, and then our middle son, Joey, said, you know, Dad, this should be a book. So I fought it for a little bit, and then he convinced me that we should make it into a book. And we got his friend, great illustrator Claire Conway, who grew up with Joey, to help us out. So it was a fun project.
That's terrific. That's terrific. So when you turn 60, you know, it just inspires that reflection, right? So talk a little bit about, you know, celebrating milestones, but also not needing to wait until milestones, right?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people, you know, the milestones of getting married or empty nester, 40 years old, 50 years old, 60 years old, they have a tendency to slow us down and get us to really reflect on life and say, oh my gosh, this is what's really important. And what I'd offer people is don't wait for those milestones. Just every day, you know, wake up with that radical reverence for life and pay attention. And it doesn't have to be any big thing, expensive thing. There's just a lot of simple truths and a lot of simple joys in life that are good for us.
Well, that's a really good point. And you bring that up, that it doesn't have to be this heavy lesson, right? It's just taking in those like simple things.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, one of the truths in here, I say, you know, if you get the opportunity to spend time with a person with a terminal illness, do it. You know, and that's heavy, right?
Yeah, that is heavy.
But man, you come out of that so much stronger as a person. And, you know, trusting that their spirit's going to live on. And then the other joys are, you know, take the train to New York versus drive, a grilled hot dog with onions. There's just some simple things, right? And some simple
I'm with
truths.
you on the train thing. Riding a train is fun.
It's great, right?
It's fun. You just get to look out the window and see the world go by.
Yeah.
I really enjoy it.
But how often when we get on a train do we focus it's not on time? Oh my gosh, these people next to me.
Yes, or like, oh, I can use my laptop and I can do extra work right now. Right, just look out the window, right?
Yeah.
And something you focus on in the book is like what you want to pass on. Elaborate on that.
Well, I think from the book, like you said, you don't have to be 60 to do this. And what's cool in the back of the book is there's 5 empty spots for people to do their own. What are your truths and what are your joys? So they may share some of the ones that are the same as mine, but the point is we all have them. I don't expect you to have all the same ones that Danny has at 61.
No. Why would you?
No. But just know that you have them and pay attention to them because, you know, life goes fast and it's not guaranteed.
So 60 for 60, but, you know, it really isn't just for if you're turning 60. You could do your own 40 for 40 or 43 for 43, right? It really is for everybody.
Yes.
Even young. I mean, no matter how young you are, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, we got a bunch of young kids in the family, nieces, nephews, and all, and they say, Uncle D, we love it, you know, because it just gets them thinking about that.
Very good.
Which is so powerful, right?
How can we find this book and your many other books? You mentioned Radical Reverence for Life, and you were on the show with that one.
Yes. Yeah, they're all out on Amazon.com. That's the best place to go. And then you can check my website, DannyBader.com, as well.
Very good. Yeah. Lovely to have you back.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Yeah, you have such an enthusiasm. It's nice to have you here.